Okay, now we need to do one more penny before I do Cinder again. But which one should we do? Bring Weiss or Ruby? Ruby. She should be here any minute now. She better. How dare she have second thoughts about my girlfriend? I don't think that's what's happening. And anyway, it's her first romantic relationship of any kind. Some uncertainty is perfectly understandable. We'll get through this. I guess so. I'm here. Good morning, Ruby. What's wrong? They found out about everything, and I severely underestimated Blake's teasing abilities. Okay, I see. And you can only imagine what awaits me once we're done here. Anyway, I'm here now. Let the lip-locking commence. Glad to see you so eager, Ruby, if I may, though. I actually thought of a way to empirically test and measure your sexual preferences. Oh boy. I cannot see this going well at all. Especially since Penny is involved in this. I can only imagine what the process is. I remember certain things, I don't remember everything. Let's just say that. My memory is not a good thing. At all. My memory is actually pretty terrible. That's why people shouldn't rely on me on to remember shit. You did? First I heard of it. About this Penny. I've been thinking about it since you told me about your proposed solution to clear the knot of Ruby's doubts. We're going to use the scientific method. Oh no. And that means... what up? We gather different data samples and compare the results. Then we repeat it more than one time to make it as objective as possible, trying to avoid bad data caused by accidental contaminations. I see, and what does that translate to in our case? I think it'll be quicker if you just follow my instructions. A lengthy explanation would just serve to confuse. Let's start with the first sample. Ruby, please guess Noah. Sounds easy enough. I shall time and observe. On the mark, please. Wait, why do you have a stopwatch? Go. Okay. Is this gonna be all... And that's 5 minutes. Please release. Whoa. I don't think I've ever had one single kiss last this long. Magnificent lung capacity. Impressions? Impressions, she says. It was, like always, amazing. And look at her Evelyn in the corner. I see. Now let's proceed to the next sample. Evelyn, please kiss Ruby. Wait, what? Evelyn? And Ruby? I mean, she's technically my girlfriend as well, but why? I think a comparative sample that involves another girl will be tremendously helpful in further crafting a theory, and Evelyn's pretty much the only viable candidate, don't you think? I guess? Although, since I don't have much data about your interactions, I shall time you for a longer period, whenever you're comfortable. Evelyn and Ruby. I'm still thinking that. Okay, how many pinks are we going to see in this one video? Time's up. Please release. Yeah, Penny! Oh wow, my head. Oh my gods. That must be some kind of world record. It is, actually. Congratulations, everybody. I was kidding. Yay, I guess. Wow. I need some rest. Oh gosh, I can't feel my lips. Impressions? I mean, Evelyn is a great kisser, but I don't think I liked it as much as I should have. Probably because it half felt like a running a marathon. I'll be sure to make the next tier of sampling swifter. Next sample. Oh wow, you did say we need to do this more than once, don't we? Next sampling shall be me and Ruby. Please hold on to the stopwatch, Noah. Be sure to time us correctly. Right away? Penny? No. Wait, 1 second. Time out. I need a moment to breathe here. Technically, my lips are chapped. Okay, we got more pink. And we got a CJ here. Oh boy. Okay, fangirls, or guys, have at it. No with the stopwatch. Sorry. I got distracted. I know you did. My gods. I don't think I would have ever said these words in my entire life, but enough kissing already. I'm fairly certain that I've memorized every nook and cranny of each distinct oral cavity in this room. My jaw hurts and my lips are starting to crack. Penny, please tell me we're done. Same. I can't take any more kissing. I'm tired and thirsty. And hungry. Do not threaten everyone. The experiment has come to an end. It has? Sweet bunny lords in heaven. Thank you. So, now this is just a hypothesis since we don't have another male with the right prerequisites to experiment with, but I think that the reason for Ruby's confusion is not about the gender, but the relationship. The relationship? What do you mean? By all means, Evelyn is undisputably the best kisser out of the three of us. Well, I try. And yet you enjoy kissing her the least out of three of us. So that got me comparing the parameters. And my conclusion is, Ruby, you like both girls and boys, but whatever the case, you can't enjoy physical display of affection fully if you don't share a mutual, previously established, meaningful relationship. So, ensure I must be like in love to enjoy kissing and stuff. Physical attraction alone doesn't cut it. In layman's terms, yes. That's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, I agree. Maybe just a bit. I feel cut out. Oh, don't worry, Evelyn. I'm sure in time Ruby will come to, well, see you like me and Noah do. Hopefully. It's a nice little square we got going here. Indeed. I mean, find me another group of people who go and do something like what we just did. Well, honestly, most of that is on Penny. Oh, we couldn't have done it without your surveillance to my implementations of the scientific method. Okay, so lunch. I'm cooking. Please. Oh, I could... I can't even say it right now. I guess I went a bit too overboard with the sampling. You did. You did. But I can't say it wasn't fun. You're with Penny, Paul, and Dina. Again, I should get like a light on one of my monitors and just have it pointing at my face. It'll be annoying to find one with a proper size. I initiate security. Oh, I need to get that out. I initiate second secure channel with Professor Hilhem. Please don't answer. Please don't answer. Please. This was a bad idea. Seal? Is this really you? Father? I mean, Professor Hilhem? Sir, good afternoon. And a good day to you. Well, I'll be. This is a surprise. Yeah, I've never used a secure channel before, and wait, is something wrong? What? Any offset calibrations? Glitches? Or did that brute put his hands on you? You mean Professor Pauladina? Sent him a mission my ass. You just couldn't resist laying your hands on my cute mocha daughter, couldn't you? What the heck is that wording? Okay, let's repeat this. You just couldn't resist laying your hands on my cute mocha daughter, couldn't you? I'm going to shove a dust warhead so far up his skinny ass that... Father, please calm down. Nothing's wrong. Oh, then, why are you contacting me? I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing wrong. I just missed you. Father, are you crying? I'm sorry, but I can't believe that my cute little seal actually misses her daddy and you're so grown up. Excuse me. Father, this isn't really something worth crying over. Of course it is. Seal, you're doing something that's outside of your directive, or rules. This proves that your human side is just as developed as the Penny unit. I'm so proud of you. Oh, believe me, Father. This isn't the first thing I do that's outside the rules. No. Yes. You have to tell me everything. Also, please describe that ginger charlatan's reactions in the details. Including, if you please, his reaction to the new prototypes. New prototypes, Father? Yeah, you know, the new... Oh, wait, darn it, damn it, time zones. Sorry, sweetheart, you're right, it's still a bit early. Accounting for that, they should be deployed about... now. Can't wait till Onward tells him the specs. Father, specs of what? What have you sent here? Oh. So, as long as we can counter his semblance, we don't have to worry about the boss. That's good. Oh gods, I just realized. We are still carrying around pieces of Titanium's body. Oh wow, we are. Now that I really think about it, that's kind of macabre, isn't it? Maybe a bit, but they're really just pieces of metal, aren't they? Also, not like we can really help. Oh wow, that's either very close or that's a big engine. Wait a minute, that's an Atlas military dropship. A dropship? Wait, isn't that used to transport soldiers? Why would it be flying? It's not just flying, it's actually landing in Beacon and I see more heading to Vale. What the hell is happening here? My Draco is cooler. I think the problem here is less with the looks and more with the contents. Janara. Which is why my Draco contains lots and lots of electricity. Try and beat that. We should probably go see. Carefully. There's going to be a crowd for sure. Transports have arrived. James has gone to Vale to introduce them to the citizens. Ugh. Ah. I should probably go to the school landing and do the same for the students. If you please. Also, coming back, please summon Miss Ivory. Of course, what should I tell her? That it's time for her to give an answer. I'm sorry, Osmond? It's been weeks. If she isn't willing to do it, time is of the essence to find another candidate. That's not what I... Osmond, Amber is healed. She's going to wake up now. I agree with you about the importance of secrecy, Osmond. But don't you think it is unwise to not use everything at our disposal to protect the innocent from this madness? To protect the innocent. There are things about me that would paint me as not nice to many, yes. But I think you're mature enough to understand that. Sometimes to do the right thing, you have to not be nice. Yes, I understand that. And we don't know from who or why. Remember who we're dealing with, Glinda. All that she's done, all that she's dared, how far she's gone, time and again, we're not the only ones changing and evolving. It takes her much longer, but it happens to her as well. Osmond, you're not. A previous undiscovered way of stealing maiden powers, an attack that ends midway thanks to Crow, and now Amber's miraculously healed under our noses? Glinda, what if this was her plan from the very beginning? She hasn't even done... Saylo hasn't even enacted her plans yet. Literally, she hasn't enacted her plans yet. If this is at the point before the whole thing went from the final exam. Before the final exam happened. So yeah, nothing's happened. Salem hasn't done a single thing yet. We were meant to save Amber halfway through. We were meant to bring her to Beacon instead of Sanctuary. Okay, Osmond. Even Glinda, again, is thinking, what the fuck is this dude talking about? What you're saying is just plain stupid. We only brought her to Beacon because she wouldn't have survived the trip back to Sanctuary. Then the timing and place of her attack became especially suspicious, don't they? Osmond. The thought that Amber has now become worse than a liability? She could be a trap, a weapon now. The only reason why anyone would ever want to heal her is to wake her up. Oh, the fact that, maybe if she can soul project, maybe she's been doing so from the very beginning since she interacted with the Team Jade. Like, what? This fool. This utter fool. That's not a risk I can take. Not in my school. Not in Vale. Osmond, you can't possibly be thinking... The plan will continue as before. We'll find a recipient for Amber's remaining powers. If not Miss Ivory, it shall be one of the students. It's tragic, but we can't take any chances. Yes, you fucking can! You're a good teacher, Miss Goodwitch. Would a good teacher lie and go behind the back of her students? If she died with everything she had to come back to, most of those kids do not stand a chance of seeing old age. We don't ourselves. I will never agree with that, Crow. Because you're a teacher before a huntress? Violet, can I ask you something? You know you can ask me anything, Mike. Except that, apparently, since it tends to fall on deaf's ears. Violet, what do you think makes a good teacher? Well, that's heavy. Where did this come from? Lately I've been thinking if I'm as effective a teacher as I could really be. Ever since I started doubting myself, my methods. Well, Glinda, I can only tell you what works for me. I doubt there's a recipe for the perfect teacher. I agree. Still, please. Well, a teacher's role is to pass things on, isn't it? Most begin and in the end things to pass on with accumulated knowledge, but there's more. Attitude, ethos, principles, even morals. Children learn and absorb all of these things from adults. Merge them with the budding aspects of their personality to create the adult they will become. And Glinda, if you yourself don't like what you're passing on, what you represent, if you feel conflicted, you're going to pass on that conflict too, which is very different from teaching to doubt. No. Glinda, there's a limit to what can be justified with the greater good, Osmond, and you just crossed it. As long as I stand, I won't let anyone lay a hand on Amber. And that includes you. And this music is badass as fuck. What the? This is awesome. Glinda, think about what you're saying. Oh, I've done a lot of thinking, Osmond. I just haven't been doing it with your brain. Are you seriously? Glinda, we can't ignore the possibility. And I cannot ignore the fact that you're advocating for murdering Amber. Watch what you're saying, Glinda. Or, what? The truth is too much to handle for you? Is having no one reminding you what your actions and decisions look like from the outside the only way you can bear with them? Everything I do is to protect Remnant. It is. And if that's enough reason for you to justify murdering a young girl in cold blood, fine. You have your moral horizon, Osmond, and I have mine. I will not allow this. I will fight you, if necessary. And Crow, and James, and Leo, and any orphan. I'm the headmistress of Beacon. I will not stand idly by as you discuss the murder of an innocent girl. So, this is it then. Yes, Osmond. This is it. Mom, what exactly are we looking at here? One of the most recent accomplishments of the Atlas Military Tech Division is the Knight series. Combat machines developed to eventually replace law enforcement and hunters in the fight against the creatures of Grimm. That said, those do not look like law enforcement units to me. I apologize for the surprise, good citizens of Vale. That's General Ironwood. Oh my god, I'm not gonna read that sentence. I'm sure you have no doubt already familiarized yourselves with the Atlesian Knights 200s, who have been aiding the local law enforcement in the last months. The success of that initiative and the love you have shown to our admittedly out there agents have led us to this next step. I'm proud to introduce to you the newest additions to the AK family, the Atlesian Knight MH1. I'm sure you will get along swimmingly, just as you have with their older brothers. Even if it's kind of weird having to call the bigger ones the younger brothers, true. General Merriment. Well, he knows how to sell something, I'll give him that. That is funny. Younger they may be, though they share in the same principles as their counterparts. Knight declare prime directive. Sir, to protect the citizens and uphold the peace, sir. Ooh, such a cool voice. I can't believe it's coming out of a synthesizer. The ergonomic divisions has actually recorded thousands of different voices and tones, which the AK-MH1 can draw from to synthesize the best voice for the situation at hand. This is literally an infomercial, isn't it? But what does he want them to buy? Into having them around. Those are war models. There's no doubt about it, considering the timing of it. The project has also the sponsorship of my good friend Headmaster Osmond, who will be testing the AK-MH1 as security in Beacon Academy for a period of time. Professor Goodwitch, what does this mean? It's a measure of preparation for the upcoming Vital Festival. We expected a bigger influx of spectators this year than in other ones, and General Ironwood has offered to use the Atlesian Knights as security for the event. It's certainly better to make you aware of their presence earlier rather than later. When you agree. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's how it is in Atlas as well. You get used to it pretty quick, no worries. That is true, but I don't have any knowledge of these models. The timing of this change is very suspicious. They will also help me enforce curfew. Anyone found outside their dormitory after lights out will be escorted there and signaled to me. Now please disperse, students. The androids have already been programmed and will begin their operations. Once the Atlesian technicians will have them cleared for duty. Miss Ivory, a word if you please. Yes, Miss Goodwitch. This complicates things. Atlas machines and Beacon? This doesn't fit Osmond at all, does it? No. Something happened to make him consider other options. He's actually listening to his allies now. Wait, you mean he wasn't earlier? What do we do? Emerald? You're going to have to substitute me. Yes, of course, ma'am. But before even that, I'll have to seek the counsel of that detestable man. I'm guessing she's talking about Arthur Watts. Miss Ivory? I'm sorry, Headmaster. I was just thinking... Sadly, Evelyn's new, or shall we say her real semblance, doesn't have anything to do with predicting the future. And without that support, it's not a risk that I feel like taking. It's understandable. Thank you for your considering it. Think nothing of it, and I will, of course, keep the secret. But if I may, what are you going to do now? I will find another candidate, of course. But you don't need to worry about this any longer. You can go, Miss Ivory. A good day, Headmaster. To protect the innocent. By killing an innocent? Again, you're just a big hypocrite. No, this is all wrong. Amber is better. She's healed. Why is he still going through with this? Because he doesn't know who or why. That's hardly reason enough. It very clearly is, Noah. Osmond doesn't really trust anyone, remember? He hardly trusts himself, I believe, and with that kind of threat he's fighting... Shit. We need to get Amber out of there. Couldn't we just tell the headmaster what transpired? It wouldn't change the fact that he has no reason whatsoever to trust Bella. If he wouldn't have been okay with her laying her hands on Amber, he certainly wouldn't be now. Not to mention this wouldn't just land us in hot water by Titania, Professor Peach, Seal. No, Noah is right. We need to get Amber out of the vault. We have an easy way in now thanks to Amber herself. But that's not enough. Not only do we need to get her out of there, we need to get her away from Beacon and somewhere safe. Osmond didn't have a substitute candidate available yet, did he? That gives us some time. You're right. We shouldn't lose heart yet. Although I'm sure that any attempts will have us go through the AKMH1 units. Yeah, I wanted to ask, you seriously have no information about these androids? Nary a trace in my database. I can assume as to some of their specs, though my scans, but first of all, they were created by my father, Professor Helhelm. Seal, what are you doing here? First, to make sure you won't be doing anything stupid like turning yourselves into Osmond. Of course not. That'll be illogical. Second, I'm here to warn you about these new AK prototypes. My father... Wait, you spoke with it? You spoke with your father? Yes. What about it? It's my father, of course. I'm going to talk to him? Of course. What was behind that exchange? Anyway, as you could probably surmise from their appearance, these aren't law enforcement units. They're protector class prototypes designed to patrol and guard in high-risk areas. Oh, that's worrying. What? Why is it worrying? Protector class androids designed for high-risk areas? Well, as the vernacular goes, they're designed to protect settlements and structures in the middle of grim country. Jeez. Each of those things could take an alpha Beowulf on its own, couldn't it? Those are the projected parameters, yes, but there's more. These units, the MH1s, according to my father, his greatest accomplishment is in their sensory abilities. He claims that they're able to detect any form of magic over greater distances, and I don't just mean grim. If Ironwood had such things at his disposal, why didn't Osmond use them before? Considering, first of all, he didn't. This batch of prototypes was completed 1 week ago. But how? I don't understand. What kind of experimental process? And second, such a mobilization of forces, no matter how they sell it, is bound to make at least some people nervous, make them wonder what's happening. And Osmond's entire operation thrives on secrecy. The general public probably wouldn't think very highly of murdering someone innocent in cold blood for the sake of safety. Excuse me? You weren't here for that first part. We need a plan. We need a getaway vehicle, somewhere we can hide Amber for good. And all of this before he finds someone willing to take on Amber's powers. Ow. That's kind of smart. That's kind of smart, sitting in a chair. I'm so sorry, Jean. What for? I'm the one who asked you not to go easy on me. I was expecting at least a few licks. Still, I'm sorry. I know you are, but honestly, Pyrrha, you worry too much. You're the most loyal and dependable person I know, but sometimes I feel like you would be willing to take the world on your shoulders if someone asked the right way. That's an exaggeration if I ever heard one. Huh? Maybe, but you know, every now and then I feel like I'm taking advantage of your kindness. You're not. Thing is, I hope no one ever tries, you know? You think I'd ever let anyone do it? Not exactly, I just... This is silly. Let's just go back. Actually, surprisingly, this isn't the longest part that I was thinking was going to happen. Okay. Maybe I could do more Penny then? Actually? When Sunday comes? Maybe? Actually, I'm going to take a break. So I'll be right back.